I dissolve myself within the divine will, and I follow you, most holy Trinity, as you lead Israel from Mount Sinai on the way to the Promised Land, a journey that should take them about 2 weeks on foot. The people are instructed that when the cloud of God's presence moves from within the Ark of the Covenant, they are to follow behind it. The Ark is to be carried by the Levites, followed by the tribe of Judah and the rest of the tribes behind. So, the Ark of the Covenant leads the people of Israel up to Paran, but after 3 days on the road, the people begin to wail and complain about their craving for the food from Egypt, for they had grown bored of the miraculous manna that God had provided them. I prepare for all times past, present, and future, Lord, in which your children have complained in the face of your divine providence and have grown bored of your bread of life, seeking other tastes to satisfy their passions. I want to prepare in a special way for all the times that souls have grown bored of the Mass. The souls have grown bored of your Eucharistic bread, the bread of angels, the manna of life, your true body, blood, soul, and divinity, and have wanted to skip Mass and go do other things. I follow you, most holy Trinity, as Miriam and Aaron began to talk against Moses openly in front of all the people because of his Cushite wife. They said, "Has the Lord spoken only through Moses?" They asked, "Hasn't he spoken also through us?" And the Lord heard this. Now, Moses was a very humble man, more humble than anyone else on the face of the earth. At once the Lord said to Moses, Aaron, and Miriam, "Come out to the tent of meeting, all 3 of you." So the 3 of them went out. Then the Lord came down in a pillar of cloud. He stood at the entrance to the tent and summoned Aaron and Miriam. When the 2 of them stepped forward, he said, "Listen to my words. When there is a prophet among you, I, the Lord, reveal myself to them in visions. I speak to them in dreams. But this is not true of my servant Moses. He is faithful in all my house. With him I speak face to face, clearly, and not in riddles. He sees the form of the Lord. Why then are you not afraid to speak against my servant Moses?" The anger of the Lord burned against them, and he left them. When the cloud lifted from above the tent, Miriam's skin was leprous. It became white as snow. Aaron turned toward her and saw that she had a defiling skin disease, and he said to Moses, "Please, my Lord, I ask you not to hold against us the sin we have so foolishly committed. Do not let her be like a stillborn infant coming from its mother's womb with its flesh half eaten away." So Moses cried out to the Lord, "Please, God, heal her." The Lord replied to Moses, "If her father had spit in her face, would she not have been in disgrace for 7 days? Confine her outside the camp for 7 days. After that she can be brought back." So Miriam was confined outside the camp for 7 days, and the people did not move on till she was brought back. I enter into this moment of Moses' siblings gossiping against him, and I prepare for all gossip, past, present, and future, within church communities by offering everything that Jesus suffered when he was slandered by the scribes and the Pharisees. With your act of chastising Miriam and Aaron, I pray you to chastise, for the good of their souls, all those who engage in gossip. I give all souls, past, present, and future, especially souls within religious communities and organizations, the grace to hold their tongues and to never speak badly against their brother. I prepare for all gossip and slander that exists within the Divine Will community, all of the backbiting and all of the gossip that takes place. I pour the graces that Jesus won for us during his passion so that we may be unified, so that we may repent and see the error of our ways. I want to illuminate my conscience and the consciences of all souls so that we may realize where it is that we are gossiping or speaking bad about another, or thinking ill thoughts about another because we're jealous. I offer the disjointing of Jesus' body upon the cross, in which he felt his nerves and his bones convulsing because of the horrible stretching of his limbs upon the cross. I enter into this disjointing of Jesus' body on the cross to repair for all of the disjointing that slander and gossip and backbiting does to the body of Christ. And I pour those sufferings into all hearts of those who slander, all hearts of those who are slandered, all the hearts of those who are affected by listening to the slander. And I pray that this grace of Jesus' sufferings may bring true contrition, that people may apologize to each other for the damage they've caused and have a true repentance of heart, and that we may truly all be one in Jesus, just as he is one in the Father. I follow you, Most Holy Trinity, as you instruct Moses to send 12 spies, one man from each of the 12 tribes of Israel, ahead of the community and into the Promised Land in order to explore it and bring back a report. So 12 spies were sent out, and upon returning to the people, 10 of them spread fear to all the Israelites, insisting that the land was unable to be conquered because of the great power and strength of the people there. Only 2 of the spies, Caleb from the tribe of Judah and Joshua from the tribe of Ephraim, descendants of Joseph, had faith in God that the Israelites could conquer the Canaanites and take possession of the Promised Land. Because of Joshua and Caleb's faith, the whole assembly of Israel talked about stoning them and plot to appoint for themselves a new leader to replace Moses, one who will lead them all back into the land of Egypt. In this act, the people of Israel blatantly refused to enter into the Promised Land. Because of this, Lord, your anger is kindled against them, and you tell Moses that you are ready to slay them all and make Moses alone a great nation, a nation greater and stronger than they. But Moses, stirred by the graces you pour into his heart, intercedes once more on behalf of the sinful people who want to throw him over, who have turned against you, Lord, and begs pardon for their offenses. I glorify you in your infinite mercy, Lord, as you forgive the grievous sins of your stiff-necked people and do not wipe them out. But you swear that not one of them who saw your glory and the signs you performed in Egypt would live to see the land promised to their ancestors. Only their children would enter, with the exception of Caleb, who has a different spirit than the rest of them and has followed you wholeheartedly. He would enter. I follow you, divine will, as the 10 spies who had sent out a bad report of the land to the people are stricken down with a plague. And when Moses tells the Israelites what the Lord has spoken, that they were condemned to exile and would not live to see the Promised Land, they weep and mourn bitterly. But the next day they say, "Now we are ready to go up to the Promised Land." Moses warns them not to go ahead, for the Lord was not with them, but they do not heed his warning and go ahead anyway, to the highest point in the hill country. There the Amalekites and the Canaanites came down and attacked them, and beat them down all the way to Hormah. I compassionate you, Most Holy Trinity, in the act in which a mutiny against Moses and Aaron was led by the Levite Korah, along with Dathan, Abiram from the tribe of Reuben, and 250 renowned men from various tribes. They rebelled against your ordinance that the tribe of Levi would be set apart as a holy people to serve you, and they also rebelled against the authority of Moses and Aaron as mediators for God, saying to them, "You have gone too far. The whole community is holy, every one of them, and the Lord is with them. Why then do you set yourselves above the Lord's assembly?" When Moses heard this, he fell face down. Then he said to Korah and all his followers, In the morning the Lord will show who belongs to him and who is holy, and he will have that person come near him. You, Korah, and all your followers are to do this. Take censers, and tomorrow put burning coals and incense in them before the Lord. The man the Lord chooses will be the one who is holy. You Levites have gone too far." Moses also said to Korah, "Now listen, you Levites. Isn't it enough for you that the God of Israel has separated you from the rest of the Israelite community and brought you near himself to do the work of the Lord's tabernacle and to stand before the community and minister to them? He has brought you and all your fellow Levites near himself, but now you are trying to get the priesthood too. It is against the Lord that you and all your followers have banded together. Who is Aaron that you should grumble against him?" Then Moses summoned Dathan and Abiram and the sons of Eliab, but they said, "We will not come. Isn't it enough that you have brought us up out of the land flowing with milk and honey to kill us in the wilderness? And now you want to lord it over with us. Moreover, you haven't brought us into a land flowing with milk and honey, or given us an inheritance of fields and vineyards. Do you want to treat these men like slaves? No, we will not come." So the next day, each of them took his censer, put burning coals and incense in it, and stood with Moses and Aaron at the entrance to the tent of meeting. When Korah had gathered all his followers in opposition to them at the entrance to the tent of meeting, the glory of the Lord appeared to the entire assembly. The Lord said to Moses and Aaron, "Separate yourselves from this assembly so I can put an end to them at once." But Moses and Aaron fell face down and cried out, "O God, the God who gives breath to all living things, will you be angry with the entire assembly when only one man sins?" Then the Lord said to Moses, "Say to the assembly, 'Move away from the tents of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram.'" Moses got up and went to Dathan and Abiram, and the elders of Israel followed him. He warned the assembly, "Move back from the tents of these wicked men. Do not touch anything belonging to them." So they moved away from the tents of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram. Dathan and Abiram had come out and were standing with their wives, children, and little ones at the entrance to their tents. Then Moses said, "This is how you will know that the Lord has sent me to do all these things and that it was not my idea. If these men die a natural death and suffer the fate of all mankind, then the Lord has not sent me. But if the Lord brings about something totally new, and the earth opens up its mouth and swallows them, with everything that belongs to them, and they go down alive into the realm of the dead, then you will know that these men have treated the Lord with contempt." As soon as he had finished saying all this, the ground under them split apart, and the earth opened its mouth and swallowed them and their households, and all those associated with Korah, together with their possessions. They went down alive into the realm of the dead, with everything they owned. The earth closed over them, and they perished and were gone from the community. At their cries, all the Israelites around them fled, shouting, "The earth is going to swallow us too." And fire came out from the Lord and consumed the 250 men who were offering the incense. The Lord said to Moses, "Tell Eleazar, son of Aaron the priest, to remove the censers from the charred remains and scatter the coals some distance away, for the censers are holy, the censers of the men who sinned at the cost of their lives. Hammer the censers into the sheets to overlay the altar, for they were presented before the Lord and have become holy. Let them be a sign to the Israelites." So Eleazar the priest collected the bronze censers brought by those who had been burned to death, and he had them hammered out to overlay the altar, as the Lord directed him through Moses. This was to remind the Israelites that no one except a descendant of Aaron should come to burn incense before the Lord, or he would become like Korah and his followers. The next day, the whole Israelite community grumbled against Moses and Aaron. "You have killed the Lord's people," they said. But when the assembly gathered in opposition to Moses and Aaron and turned toward the tents of meeting, suddenly the cloud covered it and the glory of the Lord appeared. Then Moses and Aaron went to the front of the tent of meeting, and the Lord said to Moses, "Get away from this assembly so I can put an end to them at once." And they fell face down. Then Moses said to Aaron, Take your censer and put incense in it, along with burning coals from the altar, and hurry to the assembly to make atonement for them. Wrath has come out from the Lord, the plague has started." So Aaron did as Moses said and ran into the midst of the assembly. The plague had already started among the people, but Aaron offered the incense and made atonement for them. He stood between the living and the dead, and the plague stopped. But 14,700 people died from the plague, in addition to those who had died because of Korah. Then Aaron returns to Moses at the entrance to the tent of meeting, for the plague had stopped. I want to repair you, Most Holy Trinity, for all the times past, present, and future in which the children of your church have tried to overthrow the leadership that you've established. I repair for all those who believe that women should be ordained as priests and that it's unfair. I repair for all rebellions against the Pope and the bishops and the priests simply because they are carrying out the laws that you have established. I repair for all the times past, present, and future in which souls have believed that your laws don't apply to them or that they know better than you. And with this act of mercy that you showed the Israelites in chastising them, to show them what sin truly is, I pour graces of conversion into all hearts past, present, and future who sin against you, who pridefully believe that their ways would be better than yours. May these souls come to realize the truth of who you are and who they are, and may they humbly surrender to your merciful love that just wants to be in relationship with them. I follow you, divine will, when, in the first month of the 40th year of the Israelites' journey, the whole Israelite community arrived at the desert of Zin, and they stayed at Kadesh. There Miriam died and was buried. Now, there was no water for the community, and the people gathered in opposition to Moses and Aaron. They quarreled with Moses and said, "If only we had died when our brothers fell dead before the Lord. Why did you bring the Lord's community into this wilderness, that we and our livestock should die here? Why did you bring us up out of Egypt to this terrible place? It has no grain or figs, grapevines or pomegranates, and there is no water to drink." Moses and Aaron went from the assembly to the entrance of the tent of meeting and fell face down, and the glory of the Lord appeared to them. The Lord said to Moses, "Take the staff, and you and your brother Aaron gather the assembly together. Speak to that rock before their eyes, and it will pour out its water. You will bring water out of the rock for the community, so they and their livestock can drink." So Moses took the staff from the Lord's presence, just as he commanded him. He and Aaron gathered the assembly together in front of the rock. And Moses said to them, "Listen, you rebels, must we bring you water out of this rock?" Then Moses raised his arm and, instead of speaking to the rock as God had commanded him, he struck the rock twice with his staff. Water still gushed out, and the community and their livestock drank. But the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, "Because you did not trust in me enough to honor me as holy in the sight of the Israelites, you will not bring this community into the land I give them." These were the waters of Meribah, where the Israelites quarreled with the Lord, and where he was proved holy among them. In this moment of weakness of Moses and Aaron, I want to repair you for all the times that souls that you have consecrated and drawn close to yourself, and who truly do love you, have lost their patience with you and with those you have put them in charge of. I want to repair you for all the times that souls have caused a scandal to your name by acting on their passions, by acting out of impatience. I want to enter into all of these moments, past, present, and future, in which chosen souls have caused scandal. I pray that you would cover over these offenses, that you would clean them up, and not allow the effects to spread I pour the balm of our Blessed Mother's love, in which she repaired for all of our sins and offenses and all of the scandals. And with this act of you being shown as the Holy One, not Moses, not Aaron, I repair you for all the times that souls have looked up to spiritual leaders as perfect. I repair for all the times that souls have idolized spiritual leaders. Only you are holy, Lord. Only you are perfect, and any perfection and love that we are able to display comes only from you. May all souls realize that you are the source of all goodness, that you are the source of all justice, that you are righteousness itself. May we look not to human ingenuity and greatness, but only to you, Lord. With the act of humility of Moses and Aaron in accepting your punishment as a consequence for their sin, that they will not enter the promised land, I offer reparation for all souls, past, present, and future, who have not accepted responsibility for what they had done. I offer reparation for all souls who have been prideful in the face of your justice. And I give you the glory as if all souls had loved you with the humility of Moses and Aaron, who were imperfect but truly loved you. And may all souls be given the grace to continue to love you in peacefulness and patience, even in the midst of the tribulation that follows their sin as a consequence. I follow you, divine will, as the whole Israelite community set out from Kadesh and came to Mount Hor. At Mount Hor, near the border of Edom, the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, "Aaron will be gathered to his people. He will not enter the land I give the Israelites, because both of you rebelled against my command at the waters of Meribah. Get Aaron and his son Eleazar and take them up Mount Hor. Remove Aaron's garments and put them on his son Eleazar, for Aaron will be gathered to his people. He will die there." Moses did as the Lord commanded. They went up Mount Hor in the sight of the whole community. Moses removed Aaron's garments and put them on his son Eleazar, and Aaron died there on top of the mountain. Then Moses and Eleazar came down from the mountain, and when the whole community learned that Aaron had died, all the Israelites mourned him for 30 days. I follow you, divine will, when the Canaanite king of Arad attacked the Israelites and captured some of them, and Israel made this vow to you, Lord: "If you will deliver these people into our hands, we will totally destroy their cities." I glorify your compassion, Lord, as you listened to Israel's plea and gave the Canaanites over to them. They completely destroyed the Canaanites in their towns, so the place was named Hormah. I keep you company, Jesus, as the Israelites traveled from Mount Hor along the route to the Red Sea to go around Edom. But the people grew impatient on the way. They spoke against God and against Moses and said, "Why have you brought us up out of Egypt to die in the wilderness? There is no bread, there is no water, and we detest this miserable food." So you, Lord, sent venomous snakes among them. They bit the people, and many Israelites died. The people came to Moses and said, "We sinned when we spoke against the Lord and against you. Pray that the Lord will take the snakes away from us." So Moses prayed for the people. The Lord said to Moses, "Make a snake and put it up on a pole. Anyone who is bitten can look at it and live." So Moses made a bronze snake and put it up on a pole. Then, when anyone was bitten by a snake and looked at the bronze snake, they lived. I enter into this moment of Moses erecting the bronze snake, which is a symbol of you, Jesus, being lifted up on the cross, and I glorify your unending mercy and compassion that never ceases to bestow mercy upon us if only we want it. Within each and every healing that occurred as the Israelites looked upon the bronze snake, I glorify your infinite mercy and generosity, Lord, as each time a soul looks upon you, Jesus, hanging upon the cross, they are healed and they're forgiven by virtue of your passion. May more souls be given the grace to look up to you, and to accept your mercy, to accept the remedy. I follow you, Most Holy Trinity, as the Israelites travel through the land of Moab, and the king of the land, Balak, sends for the pagan sorcerer Balaam to put a curse on the assembly of Israel, for he is threatened by their great number. So Balaam tells Balak that he will pray to the Hebrew God about cursing the people and report back to Balak about what he says. But before Balaam speaks to you, Lord, you speak to him, saying, "Who are these men with you?" Balaam says to God, "Balak, son of Zippor, king of Moab, sent me this message. A people that has come out of Egypt covers the face of the land. Now come and put a curse upon them for me. Perhaps then I will be able to fight them and drive them away." But God said to Balaam, "Do not go with them. You must not put a curse on those people, because they are blessed." The next morning Balaam got up and said to Balak's officials, "Go back to your own country, for the Lord has refused to let me go with you." The king sent his officials back to Balaam, saying, "Do not let anything stop you from coming to me, because I will reward you handsomely with silver and gold." But Balaam answered them, "Even if Balak gave me all the silver and gold in his palace, I could not do anything great or small to go beyond the command of the Lord my God. Now, spend the night here so that I can find out what else the Lord will tell me." That night God came to Balaam and said, "Since these men have come to summon you, go with them, but do only what I tell you." Balaam got up in the morning, saddled his donkey, and went with the Moabite officials. But God, seeing the secret motive of Balaam's heart, that he loved the wages of unrighteousness, was very angry when he went, and the angel of the Lord stood in the road to oppose him. When the donkey saw the angel of the Lord standing in the road with a drawn sword in his hand, it turned off the road into a field. Balaam beat it to get back on the road. Then the angel of the Lord stood in a narrow path through the vineyards, with walls on both sides. When the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, it pressed close to the wall, crushing Balaam's foot against it, so he beat the donkey again. Then the angel of the Lord moved on ahead and stood in a narrow place where there was no room to turn, either to the right or to the left. When the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, it lay down under Balaam, and he was angry and beat it with his staff. Then the Lord opened the donkey's mouth, and it said to Balaam, "What have I done to you to make you beat me these 3 times?" Balaam answered the donkey, "You have made a fool of me. If only I had a sword in my hand, I would kill you right now." The donkey said to Balaam, "Am I not your own donkey, which you have always ridden to this day? Have I been in the habit of doing this to you?" "No," he said. Then the Lord opened Balaam's eyes, and he saw the angel of the Lord standing in the road with his sword drawn. So he bowed low and fell face down. The angel of the Lord asked him, "Why have you beaten your donkey these 3 times? I have come here to oppose you because your path is a reckless one before me. The donkey saw me and turned away from me these 3 times. If it had not turned away, I would certainly have killed you by now, but I would have spared the donkey." Balaam said to the angel of the Lord, "I have sinned. I did not realize you were standing in the road to oppose me. Now, if you are displeased, I will go back." The angel of the Lord said to Balaam, "Go with the men, but speak only what I tell you." When Balaam met with the king, he told him that he would only be able to say whatever the Lord put in his mouth. He said to Balak, "Build me 7 altars here, and prepare 7 bulls and 7 rams for me." Balak did as Balaam said, and the 2 of them offered a bull and a ram on each altar. Then Balaam said to Balak, Stay here beside your offering while I go aside. Perhaps the Lord will come to meet with me. Whatever he reveals to me, I will tell you." Then he went off to a barren height, where the Lord put these words in his mouth, which he went back and spoke to Balak and his officials, saying, "Balak brought me from Aram, the king of Moab, from the eastern mountains. Come," he said, "curse Jacob for me. Come, denounce Israel. How can I curse those whom God has not cursed? How can I denounce those whom the Lord has not denounced? From the rocky peaks I see them, from the heights I view them. I see a people who live apart and do not consider themselves one of the nations. Who can count the dust of Jacob, or number even a fourth of Israel? Let me die the death of the righteous, and may my final end be like theirs." Balak said to Balaam in response to this prophecy that he gave him, "What have you done to me? I brought you to curse my enemies, but you have done nothing but bless them." He answered, "Must I not speak what the Lord puts in my mouth?" I follow you, divine will, as Balak brought Balaam to another location which overlooked only the outskirts of the camp of Israel, thinking that if they sacrificed from another place, perhaps God will change his mind. So they set up the altars and sacrificed once again, and once again Balaam went away to meet with the Lord, who gave him these words which he spoke to Balak. "Arise, Balak, and listen. Hear me, son of Zippor. God is not human that he should lie, not a human being that he should change his mind. Does he speak and then not act? Does he promise and not fulfill? I have received a command to bless. He has blessed, and I cannot change it. No misfortune is seen in Jacob, no misery observed in Israel. The Lord their God is with them. The shout of the king is among them. God brought them out of Egypt, and they have the strength of a wild ox. There is no divination against Jacob, no evil omens against Israel. It will now be said of Jacob and of Israel, 'See what God has done.' The people rise like a lioness. They rouse themselves like a lion that does not rest till it devours its prey and drinks the blood of its victims." Then Balak said to Balaam, "Neither curse them at all, nor bless them at all." Balaam answered, "Did I not tell you that I must do whatever the Lord says?" Then Balak said to Balaam, "Come, let me take you to another place. Perhaps it will please God to let you curse them for me from there." So Balak took Balaam to the top of Peor, overlooking the wasteland. Balaam said, "Build me 7 altars here and prepare 7 bulls and 7 rams for me." Balak did as Balaam had said, and offered a bull and a ram on each altar. Now, when Balaam saw that it pleased the Lord to bless Israel, he did not resort to divination as at other times, but turned his face toward the wilderness. When Balaam looked out and saw Israel encamped tribe by tribe, the Spirit of God came on him, and he spoke this message: "The prophecy of Balaam, son of Beor, the prophecy of one whose eye sees clearly. The prophecy of one who hears the words of God, who sees a vision from the Almighty, who falls prostrate and whose eyes are opened. How beautiful are your tents, Jacob, your dwelling places, Israel. Like valleys they spread out, like gardens beside a river, like aloes planted by the Lord, like cedars beside the waters. Water will flow from their buckets. Their seed will have abundant water. Their king will be greater than Agag. Their kingdom will be exalted. God brought them out of Egypt. They have the strength of a wild ox. They devour hostile nations and break their bones in pieces. With their arrows they pierce them. Like a lion they crouch and lie down, like a lioness who dares to rouse them. May those who bless you be blessed, and those who curse you be cursed." Then Balak's anger burned against Balaam. He struck his hands together and said to him, "I summoned you to curse my enemies, but you have blessed them these 3 times. Now leave at once and go home. I said I would reward you handsomely, but the Lord has kept you from being rewarded." Balaam answered Balak, "Did I not tell the messengers you sent me? Even if Balak gave me all the silver and gold in his palace, I could not do anything of my own accord, good or bad, to go beyond the command of the Lord, and I must say only what the Lord says?" Now I am going back to my people, but come, let me warn you of what this people will do to your people in days to come." Then he spoke this message: "The prophecy of Balaam son of Beor, the prophecy of one whose eyes see clearly, the prophecy of one who hears the words of God, who has knowledge from the Most High, who sees a vision of the Almighty, who falls prostrate and whose eyes are opened. I see him, but not now. I behold him, but not near. A star will come out of Jacob, a scepter will rise out of Israel. He will crush the foreheads of Moab, the skulls of all the people of Sheth. Edom will be conquered. Seir, his enemy, will be conquered, but Israel will grow strong. A ruler will come out of Jacob and destroy the survivors of the city." Then Balaam got up and returned home, and Balak went his own way. I love you, I adore you, I glorify you, I praise you, I thank you, I bless you, my God, in your steadfast loyalty to your people Israel, as you protect them from the curse of Balak, bestowing blessings upon them before others without them even knowing it, even while they grumble against you and sin in your presence, unaware of the danger that you are currently saving them from. I love you, I love you, I love you, in the fact that you are a God who pours gifts on your beloved while they slumber. I also repair you for all witchcraft, past, present, and future, and I glorify the fact that you bring to ruin all the plots of the evil. Just as you opened Balaam's eyes to see you as the powerful God that you are, I beseech that you would open the eyes of all those who practice witchcraft, of all those who communicate with demons, many times believing them to be gods. Open their eyes to see you for who you are. I compassionate you, my God, in the moment in which Balaam, since he was unable to curse the Israelites directly, goes to the Moabites and advises them to entice the Israelites to be unfaithful to their God through idolatry and sexual immorality. Balaam ultimately seeks to appease Balak by going against you and sabotaging the Israelites. And it's because he wants money, and it's because he wants to be esteemed in his eyes. And there are so many times when creatures have done this to you. Many times your own children have done this to you. I repair for all the sins, past, present, and future, committed against you because of greed or to appease the people. And I offer the reparations, Jesus, that you made with your father when Barabbas was preferred to you. I repair for all the times that creatures have traded you in for silver and gold by offering the pain and the reparation that you made when you kissed the feet of Judas, when you wiped away the dirt on his feet with your tears and intended to soften his heart and draw him close to you. I offer you the pain that you suffered when Judas kissed your cheek and traded you in to the soldiers, even after having seen your power so many times. I repair you for all the times your children, all the times that souls have known who you are and yet still chose to offend you, has still placed you beneath worldly pleasures and ambitions. I repair for all these offenses by offering everything you suffered in your passion, Jesus, as you were betrayed and placed below everyone and everything. And with these reparations, Jesus, I pray that all souls past, present, and future may convert and come to place you as the absolute center of their lives, that all souls may enthrone you in their hearts as their true King and Lord. I follow you, my Jesus, and keep you company when, as a result of Balaam's sin, many of the Israelite men do engage in sexual immorality with the Moabite women, who entice them to sacrifice to and worship their false god, the Baal of Peor. Because of this, Lord, your anger is justly kindled against your people, and a plague breaks out among them. In order to purify the Israelites of their sin, you order that the judges must put to death those people who had yoked themselves to the false god of Peor.